All right, all right, all right. The Ramones said, hey ho, let's go. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Hello, my legendary friends. Welcome to this episode of Legends and Losers Unlocked. These short episodes where, I just riff on some shit. And as always, we're brought to you by our good friends at Oracle NetSuite. Check out netsuite.com/legends to turbocharge the growth of your business right now. Now, here's what I want to talk to you about. On episode 183, we had my friend, multi-time Silicon Valley CEO, Jay Larson on. He's the CEO of a red-hot company in the marketing space called Optimizely. And he said a lot of amazing things. Jay has been an executive that I have admired for many, many years. And one of the things that he said that has been rolling around in my head ever since then is go ugly early. If you have bad news in business, go ugly early. Now, it's exactly the opposite of what most people do. You know, you think about a CEO, you think about an entrepreneur, you think about a politician or anyone else. When there's bad news and they go on TV, by way of example, what do? They talk about a whole bunch of bullshit that may or may not be relevant to the bad news, but what they often don't do is deal with the bad news. They meander around, they talk about all this other stuff, they try to remind you how great they are or whatever it is, and then after 15, 20 minutes or whatever, they get to it. You hear this a lot with CEOs of public companies where they have a bad quarter and they spend the first 20 minutes of the conference call talking about how awesome things are and how many customers told them they're great and how much their mom loves them and all this stuff. And then they get to, oh, yeah, and by the way, we kind of whiffed on the numbers and, the stock's tanking by like 40% or something. I understand why we do this. It's tough to tackle tough issues. But here's the aha about Jay's comment. Go ugly early. When you have bad news and you don't put it right on the table, what it communicates to everybody is that you're not on it, that you're not professional, that you don't have a grasp on the facts. And so whether you're an entrepreneur, the CEO of a public company, a leader of any kind, by not dealing with the bad news up front and talking about what you as an individual and what we as an organization are then going to go do to resolve the bad news, you undercut your power. You actually undermine yourself in a pretty meaningful way, because the whole time anyone is talking who's not getting to the bad news, all of us listening are thinking, when's this idiot going to get to the bad news? When's this idiot going to tell us what's really up? When's this idiot going to tell us what they're going to do to fix the problem? Jay deals with that extensively in our conversation. And so I've just been thinking about this a lot. And I think it's a very powerful thing that when you have bad news, what there is to say is not, well, I got bad news and good news. What would you like first? No. Give us the bad news. And then let's talk about what we're going to do to resolve the problem and move forward successfully. So in the sage words of Jay Larson, when you have bad news, go ugly early.